I wanted to talk to you perhaps as a little bit of a different twist to everyone else here today. I am, of course, from industry, in fact, from Ansys. I work in the academic development team in our CTO and have the pleasure of working closely with universities, studying their curriculum, how they use certain softwares, particularly ours, obviously, within the curriculum, and what we can do to create some sort of innovation within the classroom or perhaps beyond in this case. So this year I have been fortunate to take over what we call the Material Selection Challenge. My background is actually biomedical engineering, specifically materials. And so it's close to home, but it's a competition that started very small. It actually was amongst some Spanish universities about 5-6 years ago, where they had a community that came together and basically promoted some fantastic student projects that they produced within their course. And they thought, well, why not take this to more of a national stage, which has since grown onto an international stage where we've now got entries from across the world, which is amazing. So the initiative is the International Material Selection Challenge. You can see more about it here with some of the links. But what has evolved basically is that it's more than a competition. It's a friendly contest. As we list here, we really highlight and encourage the interdisciplinary collaboration. We've talked about this already with some of the STEAM topics already today. It's excellent having different backgrounds in some of these projects. It's hands-on experience. So of course this primarily uses some of our software. So if you're not familiar with Ansys, we're a simulation software company, but my initial company was a spin out from Cambridge actually, and we were a material selection. So that's where we sort of formed part of Ansys. So using this software to help students have all the material choice in the world and how to navigate it down to just the one or two that's really applicable for your application. And then also in the final, if you want to attend virtually or in person in Madrid, then there is this wonderful cultural exchange as well. So it's student team focused, but you have to have a mentor and faculty member to take you through the process. And this year we're being held later on in November 6th. So if anybody knows or is interested in material selection, is familiar with the software, please circulate. We really love getting new entries from across the world and seeing different perspectives on similar challenges. So how can I reflect on what we've achieved over the last few years? Well, the first, like I've said, what started small has really grown, and it's just been amazing to see more community and more diversity coming from different parts of the world. We've had people student teams from Africa, specifically Egypt and Brazil last year join. It's a collaborative community where professors primarily mentor the students. The industry, myself and some colleagues will sit on the panel, so we will offer advice during the judging, and students obviously can then talk and network amongst themselves at the final and during the competition. And really what I wanted to present today is that actually the results that come out of this, my team within Ansys, we all have PhDs, we've all got industrial experiences now, but some of the projects that come out are fantastic. It's not just a biomedical engineering course, but we're all global thinkers now, and the sustainable development goals are part of it, with healthcare very much at the forefront. And here I just wanted to highlight one of the finalists last year. It was actually selection for a prosthesis for a cougar. So a university down in Brazil, they did some fantastic, started with material selection choice all the way down. You can't really see the details in this slide, but different performance index. Then they measured the sustainability aspects of it, so considering the energy impacts as well as the carbon footprint. And then finally took it over to in some of our discovery software, where you can sort of test your materials knowledge with some sort of simulations based structures and mechanics here. So in a nutshell, that's basically what I wanted to highlight here, in that it's a initiative that basically doesn't work against the curriculum, but almost raises the stakes of any final year projects that you've got running within it, to take what fantastic work you're already achieving in material selection, perhaps onto a global platform. So thank you. And yes, over to you, Yaron.